We have breaking news now as we get a fresh look at how many people are taking advantage, even ahead of the raising of Title 42 by President Biden. They know it's coming in May, and they're even getting a jump on that as thousands of illegal immigrants are making their way into the United States. You saw women get off the bus first, and then mostly men are traveling alone, is what authorities are telling us. They arrived in Brownsville, Texas, just moments ago, where they now will be flown to various cities around the nation. Bill Melugin is live on the ground in Brownsville, Texas. Bill, if you could just walk us through their journey, because we talk about the illegality of them being here. They've got masks, they've got paperwork, they clearly are being taken care of, and now they're going to get on planes paid by taxpayers.
Yeah, Harris, good morning to you. Well, the group you just saw on video there, they just showed up here about 5 to 10 minutes ago, dropped off by a federally contracted bus. We can pull up that video right now and show it to you. Federal sources were telling us this was going to happen this morning, and sure enough, this was our second bus of the day. As you mentioned, this was largely single adults getting off this bus. It was all single adults, men and women. There were no children. There were no families. They are dropped off by the federal government at this parking garage in downtown Brownsville, where you might be able to see the city has a black tarp set up outside to obstruct public view. They go inside, they do a little bit of paperwork. They are then walked across the street to a local NGO. Then they come out of that NGO, they get these little bags and travel packets. They walk right behind us to the nearby bus terminal, or they're taken in a car to the local airport, and they are free to travel all around the country wherever they want to go, essentially. And I'm being told this is happening because local Border Patrol facilities are way over capacity right now, so they are mass releasing migrants via the parole pathway. What does that mean? It means they do not get an immigration charge. Instead, they are asked to please turn themselves in to an ICE office in a city of their choosing within an allotment of time, typically about 15 days or so. And I'm told rather than ankle monitors, many of these migrants are being given government-issued phones, which they can use to communicate with ICE and they can use to be tracked. But I'm told by my sources that there's really nothing stopping these migrants from just tossing these phones away and disappearing if they want to. Keep in mind, when the federal government used what's called NTRs last year, notice to reports, where they just asked people to please turn themselves into ICE, in a 2-month span, more than 47,000 people just flat out never showed up. And the government stopped issuing NTRs because of that. So what we're witnessing here is, again, mass releases because Border Patrol is over capacity. I'm told these releases are happening every single day right here in this spot, about 300 a day. I'm told we can expect more buses coming this morning, and this is essentially nonstop. Harris, you might remember we were showing this exact same thing back in January when it was all single adult men being released by ICE. So with Title 42 about to drop next month, my sources are telling me you can expect these mass releases to basically triple in size, because as it is right now, they don't have anywhere to put these people, and we're talking about potentially 18,000 people crossing every single day. You can imagine. Yeah, what's interesting about that is that they're being asked to turn themselves in, and they're being asked to carry devices that they can set down on a counter anywhere they want. It's not an ankle bracelet. You say there's no place to put them. Well, right now we're putting them on buses. And I mentioned masks. What happened to COVID? Like, I realize that based on what the White House says, its administration, the Biden administration says, yes, you know, science is showing that we can get away with relieving Title 42. Are they testing these people? Is that what that privacy block is right there? I mean, are they just trying to give them privacy? They're not U.S. citizens. Do they deserve that? I don't know. But I hope it comes with a COVID test. I mean, I hope it comes with so much more protection for what we have been exposed to and potentially could be in terms of COVID at this point. Our mask mandates in some places are still in force. They don't have any, but we're taking care of them. Your last word. Yeah, look, to be honest, we don't know what happens in that office. We asked the city of Brownsville if we could go inside and shoot, and they told us no. They actually had a city representative out here earlier today asking us not to essentially film what's going on here. We politely declined that. But again, this has been going on for months, and my sources tell me in the last 2 weeks, these bus loads have been showing up here essentially every 1 or 2 hours, releasing several hundred people every day. And keep in mind, Harris, this is just one location on the border. This is also happening up in Del Rio sector, where we were this weekend. Mass releases happening up there in little small towns that really don't have the infrastructure. So what we're showing you here today is one tiny snapshot of what's happening along the border. and it's going to get a whole lot worse once Title 42 drops.
All right, eyes on the ground. Bill Melugin today. Thank you very much for bringing us that breaking news, that part of the story. Imagine what happens on May 23rd when Title 42, keeping people below the border. Imagine what that's going to look like.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.